This is the blueprint on how you can turn any luxury car into passive income. Let's get right into the video, guys. For the people that don't know me, my name is Dudley, and I have a luxury and an exotic car rental company out here in South Florida, West Palm Beach, Florida, and I help people get cars, add them to my fleet, turn them into passive income, rent it out to my clientele, split the profits with the owner. Been doing this business model for 4 years now, and I've helped a lot of car owners make money with their vehicles, and I'm just here to tell you I can do the same for you. So today, guys, I'm here to talk about on how you can turn your luxury car into passive income every single month by just simply renting it out. So let's get straight into the video. When you're about to look for a vehicle, right, you want to make sure you get the vehicle that everybody would want to rent out, right? So you don't want to get a vehicle that you like. If you get a vehicle that you like, that vehicle is going to sit, right? I've seen time and time again, car owners will get vehicles that they think, that they love, that they like, that think that will make money, but in reality, it won't make money. That car end up sitting, right? For example, I love Porsches. If I had to pick any car in the world, I'll pick like a 911 Turbo S or a Porsche GT3 RS. Like, I love Porsches, but in my market, Porsches won't really rent out that much. Why? Because it's a super niche car. It's like, if you know, you know. Yeah, it's a clean car. Yeah, it's a super car, but people are not going to rent out Porsches if they're just trying to take their girl out on a dinner, or if they're trying to go to like a game in Miami to watch the Heat. Like, people are really not going to rent Porsches like that. They want Lambos, Ferraris, McLarens, you know what I'm saying? And you know, they'll probably save Porsche for like last resort. I'm gonna use a Corvette C8 as like, you know, a sports car, and I'm gonna use like a BMW 5 Series as like an entry-level luxury car. So say if you find those two vehicles, right? What I normally recommend is finding like a pre-owned, right? And here's why. You don't want to get a brand new Corvette or a brand new 5 Series, because why? The depreciation is going to smack hard on that vehicle. As we all know, Corvettes, when they first came out, there was like 120 out the door, like 150, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were pricey. There's a Corvette car, ZR1X, that's about to come out, and the starting prices on that is like, what, $200,000? I guarantee you a year from now or 2 years from now, it's going to drop to at least like $100,000 or maybe $120,000. You don't want to get a brand new vehicle because the depreciation is going to smack tremendously, especially if you're about to rent out these vehicles. So if you're about to rent out a vehicle, you want to get a depreciated Corvette or depreciated 5 Series where you don't have to deal with that when you want to resell that vehicle, right? So for example, you can get a BMW 2023, you can get a BMW 2024 that's already depreciated, that got like 5-10,000 miles. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty fair. Or you could get a Corvette, a 2022 Corvette, 2023 Corvette with like 10,000 miles. Those going for like $70,000-$80,000, right? Great deal. So when you found the vehicle that you're about to get, you find a pre-owned vehicle, I'd recommend, guys, getting a pre-purchase inspection onto like that Corvette or that BMW. I would recommend like sports cars and high-end luxuries and exotics to get a pre-purchase inspection, just to make sure that cars are actually in good condition. Because why? The dealership is not going to tell you what's wrong with that vehicle. So if you're about to get a Lamborghini Urus or maybe a Corvette, hire somebody that could come out and check out that vehicle's condition for you. If you don't know nobody, you can check out Lemon Squad. Lemon Squad is a pre-purchase inspection car company that could come out and check out the vehicle's condition for you, just to make sure that vehicle is actually in good condition, how it's supposed to be. So check out Lemon Squad. They're nationwide and they could come out to your dealership. So now, once you got that done, right, I would recommend getting a pre-approval from your bank, right? So a pre-approval is pretty much going to your local bank and asking for an auto loan to see if you get approved. It'll pretty much let you know your interest rate, your monthly payments, your out the door price right there at the bank before you walk into the dealership. So you don't have to sit at a dealership for hours. Like, we don't want that. We want to save you time, and so you get that vehicle ASAP to put it on the road. So once you get a pre-approval from your bank, right, you must have good credit, obviously, right? You must have good credit, and 9 times out of 10, you don't have to put anything down when you do a pre-approval. You have to put money down when you go to finance at the dealership. That's just how they roll. So if you get a pre-approval, you don't have to put anything down. You just get that pre-approval, take it to the dealership, get that vehicle, right? And then another pre-approval way you could get approved for auto loan is my favorite. It's called Lightstream.com. It's a website that do auto loans for anybody online, so you don't have to walk into any establishment to get approved. You just go to Lightstream.com, apply, takes a couple minutes. They'll let you know if you got approved right there on the spot. It may take a couple of hours, but they'll let you know if you got approved. And then say if you got approved for like an $80,000 loan to get a Corvette, now that $80,000 will get deposited into your bank account whatever day you want it deposited into your bank account. And now pretty much what you would do, you would just walk into the dealership and just cash out that Corvette. Simple as that. You're only dealing with Lightstream. The Lightstream will tell you the interest rate, your monthly note, your out the door, the terms of the agreement, everything. So you're buying that vehicle cash, but now you're dealing with Lightstream privately, right? And that's what I love about their business model. They're super simple. You don't have to talk to a rep. It's just like you apply, you get accepted or denied. But guys, all this works if you have great credit score. So if you don't have good credit score, please find somebody to help you boost your credit score. You must have like at least 700 and up for all this to work. You got the vehicle that you wanted. Everything went smooth. The vehicle is in your possession. Now, the first thing that you want to do is install trackers and kill switches onto that vehicle. And here's why. You want to protect your asset as much as possible. You are about to rent out a high-end vehicle or entry-level vehicle to somebody that you barely know, you don't know, right? So you must protect your car at all times. Yeah, you could get an AirTag. Yeah, you could get like a, Amazon, like a tracker from Amazon to track the vehicle. But I would recommend your primary trackers is to be a tracker that somebody could come in and install the trackers inside the vehicle, so you could see it on your phone and you could kill that vehicle on your phone. And if the customer is acting funny, you could just kill the vehicle. Trackers is a protection to your vehicle because anybody could try to steal your vehicle at any given time. So you must be aware of where your car is at all times. So that's the first thing that you need to get once you get that vehicle. If you don't know a place where you can get trackers, you could check out Trackhawk. Just like recently, like 2 days ago, I've had an Escalade, a 2025 Escalade that I pushed out for an owner, right? That customer was trying to steal that Escalade. Long story short, the customer texted me some funny message saying like, hey, I was being chased by the cops. I was speeding or nothing like that, but I parked the car somewhere in the parking lot, and the car is good, but I hopped out the vehicle because I was on probation. I don't want to get caught, right? I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool, you feel me? That was a good story. He sold me, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, bet. Is the car safe? And stuff like that. He said, yeah, the car is safe. I'm actually walking to the car right now. Make sure everything's good. I'm like, all right, cool. So I let the owner know what the customer told me. And I'm like, yo, where's the car is? Like, let me know where the car is, just to make sure that this customer is not doing some funny business. Because I take this very seriously, guys. Like customers, it's rare when a customer will tell me something like that. So I asked the owner where the vehicle was at, and he was telling me that vehicle is heading to Naples. Remind you, I'm in South Florida. I'm like an hour away from Miami. He told me he was in Homestead, which is in Miami, but it's far south of Miami. But the vehicle is driving up to Naples, which is on the other side of Florida, right? So immediately, I told the owner to kill the vehicle, right? And let's go get that vehicle, right? So long story short, this is a story about it, but I'm trying to make it short. Long story short, he tried to kill the vehicle, but the vehicle was still moving. He was still moving. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, what the hell's wrong with the kill switch? It's not working. But kind of find out, the vehicle, the Escalade, was on the back of a tow truck. They already got the vehicle on the back of a tow truck. It was going to Naples to head to Jacksonville, right? And pretty much, I don't know what it was about to do with the vehicle, but from my experience, they was about to sell the parts for the vehicle. So it was in the back of a tow truck. So the owner of the vehicle had to chase down that vehicle, right? And like, it was a crazy story. He had to chase down that vehicle. I think it ended up going all the way to Tampa, which is up north, right? But he got the vehicle, no damages on the vehicle. He recovered the vehicle. Apparently they was trying to cut the wires under the vehicle, right, to find the tracker, but no minor damage on the vehicle, like no major damage on the vehicle, just a few wires that got to be plugged back in. And yeah guys, like we recovered the Escalade in Tampa like 2-3 in the morning. The owner called me, and if he didn't have a tracker on the vehicle, guys, we would have been fucked. We would have been fucked. So I've got stories for days, but that's another video. I got so many stories for days. But guys, trackers and the kill switch is like the most important thing you could do to get on your vehicles. The next thing you want to do is list that vehicle on a platform. Now you're ready to make passive income, which was the goal. So say if you got that Corvette, or say if you got that BMW 5 Series. Now what you want to do, guys, is reach out to somebody like me. Yes, you could do Turo, but I don't recommend Turo if you're trying to make, you know, thousands of profits, thousands of dollars every single month. Turo is going to get your feet wet if you want to join the rental business. But if it's somebody that's already a busy profession, you are already working a full-time job, and you just want somebody to handle the business for you, you have to look for somebody that's already into the business. For example, you look for somebody like me that's already doing car rentals privately. I do private rentals, no Toros, no other platform. I get 100% of the profits. So now what you would do, reach out to them guys, and you would be like, hey, I got a BMW 5 Series. As I'm making this video, I have somebody that messaged me the other day that he said he got a Corvette C8 that he wanted me to manage for him. It's a perfect example of how you should reach out to somebody. He said, hey, I just got a 2025 Corvette C8 and I was curious if your company would be interested in renting it out for me, obviously with the shared profit to your company. I said, what's up, brother? For sure. What city you're in? I live in Orlando, but I'm from Miami and I can leave the car down here for you. Guys, this is exactly how you would do it. You would reach out to people like me and offer them your vehicle. They'll be more than happy to take your vehicle from you, right? But you have to make sure you do a good job of researching that company to make sure that they're not renting out your Corvette or your 5 Series to anybody. If you go on my Instagram page is pretty set up neat. If you was to go on my page, 9 times out of 10, your thoughts would be, this guy look like he do good business because of his layout, of how his page is set up, how his website is set up. Like even if you call me on the phone, you talk to me on the phone, you'll see like my mannerism. So you 8 times out of 10, you'll trust me, right? So that is what you will do. And guys, if it's somebody that's watching this and you need my help to manage your vehicles for you, I'll be more than happy to do so, right? If you need me to help you get a vehicle to add it to my fleet to manage it for you, I'd be more than happy to do so, right? I help people get cars, right, and turn them into passive income by adding it to my rental fleet. I rent it out to my clientele. I'll do the verifications, the insurance verifications, the background checks, the pickups, the drop-offs, the whole transactions where you or the owner could just sit back and just collect. I've been doing the same business model for 4 years now, and I've helped a lot of car owners make money with their vehicles. For example, a 5 Series. Say if you got the 5 Series, right? I could charge a 5 Series anywhere from $200 a day. Let's just say it went out 4 days the first week. 200 times 4 is 800, right? Revenue. Let's just say the next week it did the same amount of money times 2. We're at 1,600 revenue off of one vehicle, right? Let's just say out the last week or the third week of the month, it just went out for 3 days. We at 2,200 already for the week. And guys, these are real numbers. I have a 5 Series in my fleet that's doing $4,000 a month, right? So we got 2,200 already for the week. Let's just say the last week of the month they did another 600, right? 600, boom. You already at 2,800 for the month, right? I do 50% for me, 50% for the owner. I do a 50-50 split with all my investors. Divided by 2. You're making an extra $1,400 a month off of just one vehicle, which is a 5 Series, right? That $1,400, it could pay for your rent. That $1,400, it can pay for some type of credit card debt. That $1,400, it damn sure gonna pay for the car itself, and the rest is profit. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to let you guys know that it's really possible to make a luxury car pay for itself and make it into passive income. Now let's use a Corvette for example. Corvette, I could charge anywhere from $400 to $500 a day, literally. So let's just say 400 times 3 the first week, 1,200 first week. Next week I did the same thing. The second week of the month times 2, 2,400 already. Third week I did 3 days again, $3,600. Let's just say 1,200 times 4. And when the next week did the same thing. We already have 4,800 already for the week. So 4,800 divided by 2, if you was to give me your vehicle, you already had 2,400 for the month. Like, guys, this is passive income. Like, name me another business model that can make you that type of passive income without you doing anything. You're not doing anything. The only thing you did was get the vehicle, add it to somebody's fleet, and then they manage it for you, and you just sit back, collect. It's like residual income. Again, guys, this is what I do. And today's videos, I was just basically helping you how a luxury car can make passive income every single month. And guys, if you're somebody that's watching this and you need my help to do so, I'm gonna leave a link in the description and the pinned comments where you can just book a one-on-one call with me and let me see if I can help you. You know what I'm saying? So I've helped a lot of car owners make money with their vehicles, and I can let you know. I'm here to tell you that I can do the same for you. So check out the link in the description, pinned comments. And if you guys find value in this video, like it, share with a friend or two, leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. Peace.